You can find Procreate in the App Store. It's $5.99 at the time of me making this video, and it's absolutely worth every penny. If you don't have an iPad, there's actually Procreate Pocket that you can use on your phone. It doesn't have the full power of Procreate for the iPad, but it's still an awesome sketching tool, especially if you're on the go. You can use Procreate on the iPad, you'll just have to use your finger. If you have an iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil, that will be the perfect setup. Here's a quick look at the Procreate interface. Refer back to this if ever you need a little reminder of where something might be. So when you open up Procreate, you're going to want to press this plus sign here in the corner and create a canvas. I like to press New Canvas and then pick dimensions that will fit both my reference and my painting, while still being high quality. I've found anything around 2,000 to 3,500 pixels on its shortest side works well. When you press Gallery in the upper left corner, that's going to save whatever progress you've made and takes you back to Gallery view. So with the canvas open again, you'll see there are a variety of little icons at the top here. This wrench icon is where you find your actions. In your actions, you'll be able to insert reference photos from your camera roll, use the perspective guide and flip your canvas, save your artwork and export your process videos, record a screen capture, and a lot more. I would encourage you to literally click each of these actions to find out what will be useful for you as an artist. Here are some of the main ones you'll want to know for this class though. Now clicking here to this second icon that looks like a magic wand, you'll find your color adjustments, blur, sharpening tools, and more. The ones I touch on in this class are Gaussian blur, sharpen, and hue saturation brightness. But again, absolutely experiment. All of these do cool things that will probably be useful to you at some point. This third icon that looks like an S is our selection tool. I use this when I want to outline a shape so that I only paint within that shape. It also helps when I want to draw super sharp edges. Pushing selections around is easy with this fourth icon that looks like an arrow. You can easily move things around by selecting with the selection tool and then moving it with the transform tool. With the transform tool, you can also distort the contents of a layer by grabbing at the corner here and moving it around. You can also shear it by grabbing at the middle here. Now let's take a look at brushes. I think the Procreate brushes are really amazing. I think they're a step up from other painting programs. They look very real, which I personally love, so spend some time going through and trying all of these out. This finger icon here is the smudge tool. I'll use this on occasion. You have all the same brushes here though, which is cool. This third icon here is the eraser. Again, all the same brushes are there for you. This double square icon here opens up your layers. To add more layers, you just have to press this plus sign. And here in the corner are all your colors, which we'll get more into in a bit. Now with a brush selected, over here you can see this bar changes the size of your brush. Then this lower bar here will change the opacity of your brush. With a stylus, your pressure will also affect opacity, but if you happen to be painting with your finger, this will be the bar to adjust for opacity. I've programmed my Modify button here to open up this menu when I press it. This Modify button can also help me select colors. What I can do is hold the Modify button with my left hand and touch a color with my right. Then, as you can see, Procreate picks up that color for me, so now I can use it. See, now white is selected. You can also touch and hold a color like this. That will also pick up colors for you. I color pick like this all the time when I paint. That's part of the greatness of digital painting. Color picking from photos is absolutely simple. You can go to Actions, Prefs, Advanced Gesture Controls if you'd like to edit your Modify button and edit how you can pick up colors. Now I want to show you some of my favorite Procreate tips and tricks. If you ever need to draw a straight line, just hold it at the end and it will snap to a straight line. This is super useful. Another thing you can do is hold it at the end and pause for a beat like before, but then take your finger and tap the screen. This will give you 15-degree ticks, which is perfect for getting that perfect vertical or horizontal line. Another cool trick with Procreate is when you have a closed off shape like this, you can pick a color and then just drag it into the shape. Then Procreate will fill it in for you. Another time saver for me is just take 3 fingers and stroke downward. This will open up a quick cut, copy, paste menu. If you ever want to delete a layer, just swipe left on the layer and press clear. If you ever want to merge multiple layers, you can actually just pinch them together. Or you can just tap a layer and press merge down, and it will merge with the one below it. Here's another cool little thing I use quite often. If you ever want to get pure white, just double tap up here near the white, and it will automatically snap to pure white. Same goes for black. You can also create and save your own color palettes. You can see Procreate already has a few made for you, but you can also press this little plus sign and make your own. To add a color, just find a color you want and then press an open square. Easy. Now this I use all the time. It's called Alpha Lock. So here's a shape, and I want to only paint on that shape without going outside the edges. All I have to do is alpha lock the layer by swiping right with 2 fingers. You can see how the background of the layer is now checkered. This means it's alpha locked. So when I paint on the layer, I will only paint on the pixels that are already colored in on that layer. So I can't paint outside the lines, which is awesome. If you ever want to lower the opacity of a layer, just click this in and then lower the opacity here. Another awesome thing about Procreate is it makes a time-lapse recording of your painting process, which is super cool, especially if you like to share these videos online. Just make sure the time-lapse recording is set on. If you want to up the quality of your videos, just go to Settings on your iPad, Procreate, and then change the time-lapse recording quality to what you want. Perspective Guide is a cool feature located under Canvas. You may find this helpful for extremely technical drawings. You can also press a layer and then press Assist. This will assist you in drawing lines that are all in line with the perspective you made. Not a feature I use often in my work, but definitely cool. Under Actions, Help, you can find a great customer support team and an awesome community of Procreate artists. There are also tons of free brushes and resources there, so check it out. The Procreate iBook is also a quick and super informative read. So if you'd like to learn more about what you can do with Procreate, be sure to check that out.